Hey, welcome back. First of all, my apologies. It's been a long time. I took a new position with Cardinal Camera in Lansdale, Pennsylvania as their Director of Education, which is super exciting. I'm right where I want to be in terms of teaching people about photography. But I was drawing up the course materials for a lot of those classes, and so all of my free time for a couple of months have gone into drawing up my handouts and everything, so I haven't gotten a chance to do a video in a month of Sundays. The cool thing is I've got a lot of things to show everybody, and the first one that we're going to do is it's by Pixel Enterprises, and this is the R45C. It's a ring light, and it is a 19-inch ring light, and it runs for just over $100 on Amazon, like $104. Comes with a stand and a bunch of stuff, so I haven't opened it, so I'm going to unbox it and basically go through the entire thing and let you see what it comes out of the box as and how easy it is to put together, and then we're going to do a couple of shots with it with my wife. So let's check it out. Okay, so on with the unboxing. So there was a little piece of tape on there. I paused the camera long enough to untape it. Let's see what we got. This is obviously the main part of the ring light. Looks like the plastic panels that cover these are diffusion panels. And I'm sure that this sound is lovely. I'll try to maybe turn some of that down on post-production because of all the rattling. I think what I'm doing is basically just snapping the diffusion panels back in where they go before I pull it out so that they don't go falling all over the place. Alright, so here is the light, and underneath here is basically just bicolor LED panels. So there's two different white balances in here. There's one that's yellow and one that's a bright white, and you can control how much of one is lit versus the other. So it'll give you either bright white or tungsten blended light or anything in between. So it actually ranges from 3000 to 5800 Kelvin. So that is pretty cool. It says it includes a stand, so I am going to assume that this is a false bottom. Alright, actually, I mean, it's just a real lightweight little light stand. It's not like a heavy duty one that you would have in the studio. One of the things, one place where I've seen these ring lights used a ton, when I shoot weddings, a lot of times the makeup artists have these. They do that for taking a cell phone picture after they've done the makeup and the hair for the bride. They do a shot with each one. The lighting that you get from a ring light is basically a very it's a very flat light. It's very even. We got a little adjusting to do here, but it doesn't cast a lot of shadows. So if you were doing portrait lighting, like the real deal portrait lighting of a 3-light portrait setup or something like that, what you're doing is changing the ratio of how much light is coming to your subject from one side versus the other. And a lot of times people say it's like a 1-to-2 ratio. One side will be twice as bright as the other. In this particular case, because they're going to be lit right from a ring that's equally bright all the way around, it's kind of the exact opposite of that. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's a very distinctive look, but not necessarily like a portrait lighting look. And I'm guessing this little box might be our AC adapter. Yep. There's also a little built-in cell phone holder so that you can actually clip your cell phone right in here and kind of have it held in place if you're doing a video. So it'd be great for a YouTuber or something that was going to do wanted to do a video, and you can actually set your cell phone up on here to shoot and shoot right from there. That is actually a really good setup for this, for a vlogger, blogger, YouTube type. All right, I'm going to just turn the camera off for 2 seconds until I get this thing all plugged in, and then I'm going to have my wife come on in and sit down, and I'm going to actually shoot a portrait shot with it so that you can see what it'll look like both with the ring light alone and then also with some other supplemental lighting. Okay, so we're back set up. I have the ring light turned on, and I'm sure the lighting looks completely different because I turned off the LED panels that I had when I was speaking. So all we have now is just the ring light lighting. My wife Alexis, who's volunteered to sit in as the model. One of the things, the LED panels that I use for my lighting outside of this are also from Pixel Enterprises, and they sent me a little remote control that controls them in groups and channels, just like you would work a Godox lighting system or any other Profoto or whatnot, so you can set up lots of different groups and control via the remote. And when I inquired about the remote, they said so far they're not selling it separately, but they're going to have a promotion where it's available as a promotional gift in exchange for folks that leave reviews on Amazon after they've bought it. So basically, you have a control, you have a knob in the middle here that'll control power, and you push in the middle and it switches you over to Kelvin. And so right now I have it up at 100% power at 5800 Kelvin, and I'm just going to focus in here, and I'm going to have my wife look at the camera and grab a couple of quick images. And one of the things that you're going to see, there, already done, silent shutter of the Sony A9. You'll see that there's a very distinctive ring light pattern around the iris in the photos that are taken with this light. Now, the other thing that I want to do is to turn on one of the side lights and maybe have an additional light beyond just the ring light, just to give you a sense of what that would look like. And this will just be different. And so I now have an LED panel up, camera left, and the ring light in the right in front. So you get the ring light pattern, but you also get less, I guess, less front directional lighting on the subject. So I would recommend, if somebody's using this as a portrait setup, exploring using more than just one light. Maybe get an LED panel off to the left, the right, have some fill light, and then you can use the ring light just to get that really cool catch light in the eyes. Alright, cool. I'm going to take all these photos and I'm going to process them really quickly so I can put them in the video and wrap it all up and let you see what you get with the 19-inch ring light from Pixel Enterprises. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask if anybody would be so kind as to like and subscribe. Feel free to share these out. The best thing you can do to help out anybody doing reviews on YouTube is to help spread the videos around. It helps us all out. So, and with that, thank you very much and have a great day.